I don't know where to start, but I had to get this off my chest. Well, I'll start where I was going to start, and then I'll finish where I didn't want to have to finish, I guess. So I was at the border crossing yesterday, again, for the third time. And again, just like before, it was amazing. Great time. Great people. You guys are amazing down there. Just the support that movement down there has gotten is unbelievable. It's just straight up, wow. All right. Met so many great people again. Some of the same people. Some people have been staying there many nights in a row. So that's good on you. I was going to show videos. I was going to show pictures of all the togetherness and unity that was down there. Very powerful, emotional, all those good things, all the things that we've been missing for so long. And on the way home, my phone blew up like a goddamn Christmas tree. And it was all about what's going on in Ottawa right now. What's going on in Ottawa right now? Well, I'll tell you what's going on in Ottawa right now is federal police force, aided and abetted by the Ontario Police Department, are stealing fuel from families. Stealing fuel from families. That's right. They're taking the very thing they need to stay warm to try and end this protest. Why? Many officers have come forward, some still on duty, some who are off duty because of their choice, to not comply with mandates. They've come out and said that this is a scare tactic and what they're doing is illegal. And yet, it still happens. We have the mayor of Ottawa saying that you don't belong here. A sentiment that's been echoed by citizens from Ottawa coming out in the street and yelling at the truckers and their supporters to leave their city. You don't belong here. When I hear things like that, you don't belong here, I wonder, where do you get the audacity to say that Canadians don't belong in a Canadian city, and that very Canadian city is where you go to protest should you have a grievance? Where do you get off telling people they don't belong there? Calling our movement intolerant, calling it racist, calling it misogynist, calling it a white supremacist movement, coming down and saying, get out of my city, is pretty rich. Now, I don't think, I shouldn't say that. I believe you think you have the moral high ground to say these things on the backs of your politicians that are allowing you to say these things, because if they say it, then it must be okay. I don't have to think for myself. I'll just regurgitate like a fucking parrot what they said. And you think this is okay? You know, the tolerance and the unity of this movement, I've seen from the very beginning. I knew you would have a problem with it. All the detractors out there. I knew you'd have a problem with this movement. Why? Because the movements that you were involved in before never had this type of unity. It never said to you, wow, this is what Canada is all about. This movement does do that. This movement is that. This movement is the embodiment of what being Canadian is. And you can get on board at any time. The door is wide open, and it always has been since day one. It always has been. Come and see for yourself. Don't listen to them. Stop listening to them. I implore you to use your better judgment. Come down and see for yourself what these people are standing for, because they're standing up for you. I don't know if you've realized that. By now, you should have. If you're still fighting this, fighting that feeling in your chest where your heart used to be. Think about it. Why would they do this? Why? Why would they leave their families and in some cases bring their families? And the only thing that could possibly make them money to feed themselves, to put shelter over their heads. Why would they come all this way? If what they were doing wasn't valued to everybody, and freedom is valued to everybody, it's the most fundamental reason to stand up for your rights. And that's what they're doing. What are you doing? Screaming and shouting at them in the street? That's what you're going to do? That's how we're going to resolve this? There's more slander? To the police force, especially the RCMP, who are supposed to be held to the highest level in law enforcement. What are you doing? What the hell are you doing? You know what you're doing is absolutely wrong. And most likely illegal. From what I've heard, yeah. Why can't you see what's going on? We've seen in past histories, and I'm not gonna use these comparisons. I'm so sick of them. I'm not gonna use the N word, and you all know what that word is, and I'm just getting plain sick of. I'm just sick of hearing it. But people in history have said I was just doing my job, and look at how that turned out for them. How did it turn out for them? Your boss is putting you in a position that you don't want to be in. I know it. I can see it. I can see it on the faces of the officers that are down at the border who are helping unload supplies into the camp. I can see it. The tensions have gone down so much since I started going there because people are just doing what they're supposed to do by, protesting for freedom, ending mandates, all these things that they should be for because it affects them. It affects all of them. But in Ottawa, I don't know what's going on there. I don't understand. I don't understand. How is history going to look on you when this is over? We are not going to need people like that anymore when this is over. Do you understand that nobody is going to want the I was just doing my job guy around? We want people of moral fiber, sound judgment, critical thinking. Those are the kind of officers we're going to want around. Because believe you me, this is going to come to an end. It is. And it may not come to the end that you think it's going to. But at this point, I don't understand how you can't see things for what they are. This movement won't be stopped. The people have spoken. It's over. Now, there's some people that believe that they double down, quadruple down, that they can somehow push these people into complying. Well, you can't. We're past that. We've been past that. I just don't know anymore. What is justice? What is law and order when you don't follow it yourself? When you believe some people are above the law? You yourself, as an officer of the law, should know that nobody is above the law. And yet here you stand on the precipice of arresting peaceful protesters, stealing their fuel, their very means to survive in the middle of winter in Ottawa. You're going to steal their fuel. You're going to try and tow their livelihoods away, arrest them. And again, ironically enough, strip them of their freedom. as if you haven't done that already. There is no dignity in what you're doing. And there will be no remorse. I just hope you guys can see this before it's too late. I really do. I pray that you guys understand that once you go down this road, there's no coming back. Once you've made that choice, it's forever. No one will forget. How could they? Your boss is an evil, corrupt man, and he's using you as a pawn. You need to understand that that's all you are. And he would gladly throw you under the bus should he have to, or has the opportunity to. He would gladly use you as a footstool, which is what he's doing right now to you. This convoy is what being Canadian is. This is what it's all about. This is why so many people have found their way to it. It's a beacon of light in a very dark world right now. For some, it's the only hope. For many. And that fact isn't lost on me. And every time I go down and meet these people, talk to them, feel what they're feeling, I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. And going forward, I'm gonna live my life knowing that these people have my back and I have theirs. And it's been a long time since I could say that. A long, long time. So remain peaceful, I guess. My outro message will be, don't take the bait, remain peaceful, as long as you can, I guess. I don't know the answer to this one, guys. I wish I did. My emotions are running high. I feel like reverting back to old habits. Seeing what I've been seeing, it's hard not to. But then you let them win. Any kind of violence or outburst now, you lose the narrative. And as we get closer and closer to, for lack of a better term, a D-Day, as far as the police coming in and shutting this down. No disrespect to our veterans. Sorry, I shouldn't have used that. Just, you know what I mean. The closer we get to that, the harder this is going to be, obviously. And I just want you guys to really try and focus on what we're trying to accomplish, what they're trying to accomplish, I should say. I'm just a supporter. I'm not in their shoes right now. All I can do is watch as an observer and just hope that this comes to a peaceful resolution. But just understand that complying has never gotten us out of anything, and that's why we're here, right? Isn't it? We complied. Everybody complied. What did that get us? Nowhere. So if you comply now, all is lost. And I know there's a lot of pressure on you for that. I understand that. I can't understand it fully, but I understand that you guys know I'm unemployed because I didn't comply, and I won't. And I send you all the resolve I can send, all of my angst, anger, frustration, but in the form of unity and love. I'm sending your way. Prayers, I'm sending your way. Do everything in your power to not take a knee. You know you don't want to, so don't. You know inside your heart that it's not right. Don't comply. That's all I got. I don't know what else to say. We all love you. We all support you. You know this. You've got so many people in your corner. It's insane. So understand that you will not go down alone. You're not fighting alone. All right. Well, I am Jason James, and this is Fighting for Liberty. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. But just keep those guys in your mind. Keep the truckers in Ottawa in your mind. Keep the truckers in Coutts, Alberta in your mind. And everybody that's had popping up convoys all over the country, Edmonton, Vancouver, all the small cities in between, Winnipeg, the poor people that got run over by somebody who doesn't espouse freedom, I guess, who doesn't believe in bodily autonomy, doesn't believe in unity. And that's sad, because that's how we're getting out of this. Not with violence, not with slander, but unity. Check it out. Go check one out. Go see for yourself. All right, guys. Jason James, Fighting for Liberty. I hope you guys, I just hope, stay proud, stay strong, and as always, stay free.